An author says she's found new books under her name being sold on Amazon. Only one problem. She didn't write them. The books appear to be generated using artificial intelligence. It's a new concerning trend impacting not just authors, but the music industry as well. With more on this, let's go to Mitch Joel, Tech Advisor, investor, and author of Control, Alt Delete. Mitch, my man, how you doing?
I'm great. Good to see you. I guess twice in a day. Lucky me.
Twice in a day. That's right. We talked on Second Breakfast during the morning show. So, Mitch, let me get your take on this. I would imagine if I'm the artist in this case, and I had nothing to do with these books, but someone on Amazon is making a profit using my name, I'd be frustrated. But let's just tackle this. Is artificial intelligence right now good enough to create a convincing book that someone would read and say, oh, yeah, this person wrote it?
I think it is. And I'm saying this as somebody who's published both 2 books and has written over 20,000 articles that are available and readily available on 6 Pixels of Separation, my blog. And the truth is that understanding how ChatGPT works and prompting, you can definitely tell it, one, to write in my style. There's no doubt about that because of just the level of content I have. In and of itself, I could hire a programmer for not a lot of money to have ChatGPT mixed with my current articles and then understand my writing in its own black box, essentially, if I wanted to. And also, it's just pretty good out of the gate of asking it to write one article or another. The other aspect of it, which is very easy to do, is to copy what someone has written, a blog post, an article, and have it rewrite it in different tone, different style as well. So there are myriad of ways to use ChatGPT or AI technology to either replicate, refine, or rewrite something that's already been written by somebody who has a voice already.
Now, this particular story, in essence, what we're talking about is a scam, right? This is a scammer who's gaming the system to put a book on Amazon by a known author and sell books under their name. It's a scam. But can we take it from this scam to maybe more legitimate ways of using AI to write books?
There's no doubt that if you think about the music industry, which again, I have a pedigree in because I was in it for so many years and still am to a certain degree, that there is and has been this debate for decades around tribute bands, bands that replicate other bands, bands that take older bands' music and try to recreate it in a new way. We see this even in the world of hip hop and how we use pieces and segments and stems to do this and what is considered fair use. And I'm using air quotes around this. So this is a growing and ongoing concern. What I would say is that we like to use AI as almost like a dog whistle in this day and age, because the truth is that this has been going on for decades, Elias. My book, I have a Google alert set up for my own name and my book titles. And I could tell you over the years, countless people have taken the book, PDF'd it, and tried to resell it.
Wow.
I could tell you countless countries in our world that have very, very loose copyright and IP protection. And these people just steal the book, print it digitally, print it physically even. I've seen copies of my book bound in like plastic closing with different covers from non-existent publishers. So this has been happening forever. I think the scale of being able to produce this, so cost, speed, and scale is the real big problem of AI right now, but this has been going on forever.
So let me tackle this from another perspective. And if you can make the case, or if you would give advice to an author or an artist on to embrace this. So let me give you one example. Let's say you're Stephen King. You have written books your whole career. You've got dozens and dozens and dozens, maybe it's hundreds now. You've got so many books written by Stephen King. It's his particular style. Could you say, you know what, Stephen, start to feed your books into AI, have it write the books for you, and then publish them under your own name, and you're getting the money. Here's a Stephen King novel written by AI under the supervision of Stephen King. Could you ever see yourself like telling artists to, hey, embrace this?
Well, there's 2 interesting things that came to my brain when you were using this example. One is fan fiction, where you already have fans creating in this style and they've studied it so well from characters and on. So that's one genre, I would say, even in and of itself, it's a popular genre. The other thing is look at some of these authors like James Patterson. You'll see a James Patterson book with and another author's name. And the truth is there's no way a human being could write this many books. He's essentially pulling an Andy Warhol, right? He is having somebody else write these books, attaching his name to it. giving it some creative twists and spins and probably adding in some salt and pepper to it to make it more James Patterson. But this is something that many authors have also done historically. So embracing an AI that could do that would be no different than what a lot of very, very successful authors already do. And this is the real challenge of it.
Yeah, and let me go a little further on this. I'm reading East of Eden, John Steinbeck, right? John Steinbeck, Grapes of Wrath, Of Mice and Men, like his books are incredible. And I wonder, what if you're the estate of John Steinbeck and now you start to officially authorized, they take his collective works and they write a new novel from it. And I wonder, is this fair game? Is that something that we should just say, okay, this is our new era?
We are seeing very successful hologram concerts, ABBA being a very great example of this, which is very similar. The other side of it, though, that I do want to, just from a legal standpoint, also mention is the author we're talking about is Jane Friedman, and she has an excellent newsletter that I love called Electrospeed. I've actually been following her for a very, very long time. The truth is also that it is possible for two authors to have the same name, especially when your name is Jane Friedman.
True, very true.
So that's happened. I could tell you that I published 6 Pixels of Separation, had the blog forever, and someone came out with a work of fiction called 6 Pixels of Separation. Now, whether they were inspired, stole it, or otherwise, this is something that we face in the creative space all the time. I'm not diminishing it. This is problematic. Definitely is, because it's unfair to the consumer. They're unaware of what this is. So what do we do? Ultimately, I think authors, musicians have to police this themselves. They have to use things like Google Alerts. They have to use things like their agents and managers. And then they have to make a call. Like you were saying, is it worth it for me to have a couple PDFs out of my book that's 10 years old that might, create interest in my other content and things? Maybe. Might I see this as being my IP and TM and registered and I'm going to fight everything legally?
Yeah.
Maybe. But this is a very personal thing. I would just say that AI, I think AI is important for us to all pay attention to, but these types of things have been going on forever. People take a bunch of blog posts, put it together, put a forward in, and it's the unauthorized. We see this in music books. How many music books have you read that are unauthorized? Meaning the person used public quotes from articles and other places and put together a book.
Yeah. The difference here, Mitch, is the speed that this can be done. Because, if you're
cost, speed, and scale,
right? Like there's someone who could just tell an AI, I want you to do this for every best-selling author from the last 20 years. Press a button, boom, it's done. It's crazy. The speed is just crazy. Mitch, we got to wrap it up here, but I want to thank you so much for your time this morning. We'll chat again real soon.
Thanks, Elias. Have a great day.
That's Mitch Joel right there, tech advisor, investor, author of Control Alt Delete.